It is currently 9:05 on Sunday, and I want to start rereading the ending of draft 7 of my high fantasy project that I call Project DE. Because drafts 4 and 5, I didn't make it all the way to the end, I just want to reread the ending just to make sure that I have looked at the ending the same number of times or closer to the same number of times that I've looked at the rest of the book. I know that some chapters are going to need to be moved around. Things might need to be bolstered just a little bit because I was adding in some new things. But that's what I really want to work on tonight, so I'm gonna get started. I should probably introduce myself. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Sara Lubratt. I'm currently working on draft 7 of my high fantasy project, Project DE. I just said that, but I'm hoping that this is the first book that I'm going to be able to publish and get out to you guys, which I'm really excited for. So if you are not following me already, you should hit that big red subscribe button and make sure you give this video a thumbs up as well so the YouTube algorithm knows that you liked this video and that somebody else might too. And now without further ado, let's get into working on draft 7, rereading the ending. Well, I did like 11 pages and I didn't sit at my desk and get any cute b-roll because my neck is in pain, and honestly this posture is probably not good for it either. I just like can't move my neck. But anyways, now it's 12:42. I feel good having accomplished some rereading tonight, and I'm excited to do more tomorrow and hopefully start a little bit earlier, but I also have a writing group tomorrow evening, so I know I'm gonna get a lot done regardless. Today there's also an eclipse, but I think in Utah it's only like a 50% eclipse because I'm not in like the path of totality. So today I have writing group. I'm very excited about writing group, always am. I have a couple YouTube videos I want to get filmed. I say a couple, I would like to do at least one. That also means that I need to like hang up a new sign right here and move my desk back over to the better filming location, which honestly I'm not looking forward to. It's kind of a pain to move, but I know that the videos turn out so much better if there's like a cuter backdrop over there. So I know I should, I just don't want to. I'm gonna finish eating my breakfast and then I'll probably move my desk. Okay, so I was trying to figure out how I want to do this. I'm hoping that like 4 3M strips on this are gonna count, but look at this sign. I got this for my birthday. Let's just say the person absolutely killed it. I'm in love with it. This thing is like hefty though, and I'm kind of questioning whether or not 4 of them is going to be enough, so I might add 2 more in the middle because I really don't want this thing to fall off of my wall. Okay, we're going with 6 strips. My mirror, I want to say is like 30 pounds and is hung up by like 15 of these strips, so hopefully 6 is enough for this. I have no idea how much this weighs. I am really freaking out. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. It feels like crazy overkill to put 8 on here. I feel like 6 is probably enough, but I did buy command strips for this, so I think I'm just gonna go with 8. I've got lots. We're gonna go with better safe than sorry. Because you know, I don't wanna put a hole in my apartment floor. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of hope and pray. I already took off all of the backings, so I kind of have like one shot at this. I do have a level. I still can't move my neck. I do have a level and I have an idea of where I wanna put it. And again, we're just gonna hope this goes well. Oh, this is hard to do alone. Still can't move my neck. I think it's time for the moment of truth. I think it's up. And it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. You know, I probably could have hung it higher. Like at least, you know, where the bottom is like here and then it's like this part. But honestly, this will be easier to get in the back of my YouTube video, so it's probably fine. It kind of looks crooked, at least for me standing here, but my level said it was level, so we're gonna go with it. I'm like really freaked out that's gonna fall. But it seems to be holding, so I think we're good. Again, I'm like fully not sure how I'm actually gonna move my desk because I like can't move my neck. I can move it this way, can't move it the other way. And even being like in this position, I should probably be talking to you guys like this, because even like that hurts and I have to like pick up my desk. We don't know, let's just give it a shot. Okay, that sign is so not centered. I should have moved my desk first. That would have been a good idea. It's a good thing my desk doesn't normally live over here. It definitely could be moved over a few inches. Okay. That looks really good. I feel very official with that. There's a lot of construction noise, which I'm really hoping is not picking up on camera because I am now sitting down to film at least a video. We'll see if it's 2 or 3 if I'm feeling really good. Well, it's like 2.5 hours later, but I got 2 videos filmed. A masterclass and then another famous authors writing spaces reaction. And I actually feel really good about that, but with that much talking and my neck still hurting, I'm starting to develop a headache. And I know that I want to try and get ahead of that as much as possible, and I'm assuming that eating is going to help, so I need to go to the grocery store so that I can make dinner before writing group. Just got back with my groceries, but then of course I look up and I see the sign. I think it looks so good. I'm sure I'm going to get to enjoy more of this when I start writing more later. And other than trying to find sentences that I could take out to cut down a little bit on word count, I am mostly rereading the ending to make sure that things flow, there's enough information, and that the chapters are in the right order. So theoretically, reading the last 100 pages of the book shouldn't be that time consuming. I'm hoping to finish that this week, but I think those 11 or 12 pages was a chapter last night. And other than stopping once per page to delete a sentence, I was able to read that chapter as a reader, and it felt so good to read this book that I have been working on for so long and to feel really good about the reading experience of it. And it was just a very encouraging moment, and it makes me really excited to get back to rereading later this evening. Wow, it's been a while since we've had this angle, but we're back, and I'm back from writing group. I'm on the fence about whether or not I'm going to keep writing this evening because I do have a Fiverr order I need to start on, and it is 10:20, but I have so far done about 20 pages of rereading this evening. As I'm rereading through the ending here, I'm now on page 365, and I just read the chapter that makes me feel claustrophobic, which was really fun to read at the coffee shop. And so far in those 20 pages, I was able to cut down roughly 600 words, which, slowly but surely, it's progress and I'll take it. I'm now making a snack. I'm kind of indecisive on what I want to do. I kind of want to watch a TV show, but I'm kind of feeling overstimulated after sitting in a noisy coffee shop. And so I think that I should probably just sit in silence while I'm making a snack. I would like to keep rereading more. I am very much enjoying this process. It's just that it's kind of late. I kind of have a headache. And so I'm sure that going to bed early would also feel really nice. But I'm also kind of hoping that eating gives me another boost of energy. From working on rereading the ending tonight, I currently have 2 big takeaways. One, that I keep finding things that I want to search the rest of the document for example, whether or not torchlight is 1 word or 2. Torchlight, firelight, candlelight. I need to search for all of those things, and so I just made a note for that. I'm just finding things like that. I found something else that I need to double check capitalization on across the document, and I'm just adding all of these things to my draft 7 notes of things that I'm looking for. And then my second takeaway is that my biggest thing that I have been able to reduce word count on is little pockets of 3-word phrases. And I specifically mean that in just things that are a little repetitive, not entirely and not blatantly repetitive, or things that are implied. So I pulled 2 sentences, for example. One of them says, she found a dry spot to sit near the edge of the pool and sat down and let it sink in how tired she was. The words "and sat down" aren't necessary. So I pulled those words out, and now it's just, she found a dry spot to sit near the edge of the pool and let it sink in how tired she was. It's not something that's blatantly wordy, but 3 words every now and again add up. Another example was, after a few deep breaths, she dug through her bag to pull out another stick that she had and pressed it against the coals. That she had is not necessary. Could very easily just be, after a few deep breaths, she dug through her bag to pull out another stick and pressed it against the coals. Easy, right? So small. But I've been finding a lot of them, and I do think that that is part of the word count that's adding up, is just these little redundancies I'm finding, which is honestly really nice because it's words I can cut out. Okay, well, happy Tuesday. I just made a chiropractor appointment because I still can't move my neck. So now I have a chiropractor appointment tomorrow, which couldn't come sooner. I wanted to get in today, but they didn't have any space. So I get to deal with not being able to move my neck any further than that today. I am currently working on prepping for a video that I want to film, and I asked you guys here on YouTube over on my community tab to comment a page number between 1 and 466. I also asked people on my Instagram stories because I want to choose a line from each page that people comment and put it in a video. And I'm starting to pull together lines of pages that people have started saying, and I am already in love with this video concept. I did one like it a while ago, but I was probably back in like draft 2 or 3 of DE, and now that DE is like much more complete, I'm really excited about this video. Well, I keep changing, but today is still Tuesday, and I just feel like I've been rotting away inside like pretty much all day. I just finished dinner, so I'm gonna go outside and just like sit in the sun for a few minutes, considering that the sunset is in about 45 minutes. I just need to be outside for a couple minutes to just like, you know, get a little boost in. Well, I'm back from outside, but I feel recharged and I feel good. Or I feel better, and the Advil finally kicked in, so I feel like I no longer hurt as much. You might not be able to tell because I have not moved, but it's now 10:30, meaning that like 3 hours have passed, but I just returned that Fiverr order that I've been working on, and I can just feel that I've been sitting on the couch for too long. And it's Tuesday, and I try to water my plants on Sunday, so I need to water my plants, do my dishes, and then we'll see where the wind takes me. That either means working on draft 7 or editing a YouTube video for Thursday if I want to try going back to 2 videos a week, which right now, because I'm feeling really motivated, sounds very plausible, very doable, very achievable, but I also know that that can go out the window really quickly, and I want to stay consistent with at least my Monday uploads, so I'm just trying to figure out if I want to go back to my Thursday uploads or not, in addition to my Monday uploads. But anyways, I need to water my plants and do my dishes. Well, I just finished up my second round of edits on this YouTube video, so it does seem like this is going up on Thursday, which is exciting. However, now it's 12:43 in the morning, and I did work on pulling lines from my book earlier today for like an hour and a half, and I was actually able to delete some words in my document through that process, so I do kind of want to count that time towards working on draft 7, but it wasn't the most effective way to spend time on draft 7. I'm currently battling with, should I go to bed or should I make cookies and do a little bit more writing? I feel like my bedtime has been earlier, and by earlier I mean like 1:30 recently, but I used to have a rule for myself where if I was working for somebody else, so if I was doing freelancing work or Fiverr, that I would stop working at 1, but if I was writing, I would stop working at 2, which very often backfired because then I would be all fired up at 2 in the morning writing, and I would just want to keep writing instead of wanting to like stop and go to bed. But the Advil is still working with my neck. I still can't move it like a ton, but I have a lot more range of motion than before I took the Advil. So I'm feeling good enough. Maybe I work until like 1:30, which would give me like 45 minutes more to work on draft 7 tonight. Okay, I think that's the game plan. But I will be moving off of the couch and back to my desk so that I am not sitting with that horrible posture anymore. I still have a few minutes before 1:30, so I'm just gonna keep working, but I can feel myself getting a little bit more tired. But my cookies just came out of the oven. You can't see them, but I have my little cookies, my strawberries, and my almond milk, just as a nice little sugary snack before I go to bed. Timing on that was probably not the best thing ever, but I do like something with chocolate chips in it to keep me writing, so who knows what this will end up doing. But I've been focusing on aspects of draft 7 that just like don't require that much brain power. So as I'm coming across like yellow highlighted portions, I'm going through those and trying to clear those up. And I was highlighting things in yellow in draft 6 that I think I would need to revisit wording on again, or if I wasn't sure about something. And so I've just kind of been like going over those as I come across them. I've done some underscored parts. I don't know what else to call them at this point, but like the blank spaces that I've left for myself. And in going through those, I realized that I still have a couple people that are mentioned like one time that still need to be named. And I think there's like 4 names that I need. So I might end up texting my writing group group tomorrow and just like asking for help again and just being like, all right, here's who needs to be named. If you guys have ideas, send them over. And then I also started looking at a couple parentheses portions just to start clearing that up a little bit. And so again, just focusing on things that require a little bit less brain power. That wraps up my draft 7 work for Tuesday. Yeah, technically now it's Wednesday. So Tuesday, because it is now 1:50 in the morning. I did end up going a little bit over my 1:30 ending time, but that was just to try to get myself to do a little bit more, so I'm not mad at that at all. I actually made some really good progress on the things that I said I was working on, especially like the parentheses sections. And yes, I still have more I need to do, but I was actually able to make some really solid progress with those that I'm really happy with. And slowly but surely cleaning up this document so that somebody else could read it as a reader, instead of, seeing notes that I have for myself on every 3rd page. I know that I have not been working on draft 7 that long yet, but I am really happy with the progress, and I'm sure that I will see you guys tomorrow for some more draft 7 work. And hopefully that means that for at least part of it, I can go back to rereading more of the ending. But for right now, I'm gonna go to bed. Happy Wednesday. Today is going really well so far, like very productive. I feel like I've gotten a lot done. I've done some freelancing work. I've scheduled my YouTube video, my vlog that's going up on Thursday, because I do think I want to try going back to 2 videos a week and 1 short on a Saturday. So sit down video on Monday, vlog on Thursday, short on Saturday. And so I scheduled some shorts out. I just scheduled the YouTube video and now I'm making lunch. My neck is feeling better today. It's definitely still there, but nowhere near as bad as it was yesterday. It is probably a good thing my neck is still there, but what I mean is that the pain is still there. It's just not as bad. But I do have my chiropractor appointment today, and I'm really hoping that helps. That's in about an hour and a half. I'm currently making lunch. It's a gorgeous day out, and so I feel like I should be out and about a little bit today. I feel like as things are currently sitting with my neck, I can a little bit. So I don't know if that means I want to go to a coffee shop, a bookstore, a library, like either before or after my chiropractor appointment, but I'm sure that I'm going to do something within that realm, because today I want to get further in rereading the ending in draft 7, just making sure that everything is lining up well, reorganizing some chapters, taking out some words, all of those good things. My YouTube channel just hit 20,000 subscribers, and it is the perfect 20,000. I caught it at 19,999. Posted about it on Instagram and somebody followed me, so now I have 20,000 YouTube subscribers, and it's April 10th, and I feel very, very excited. It's currently 61 degrees outside. I'm headed to my chiropractor appointment, but because it's sunny and 61, I have such a strong feeling that I want to be outside and be hiking right now. So that either means that I'm going to try and get a hike in tonight, at the very least this weekend. I don't know if tonight's going to happen or not, because I literally have social plans and more work and stuff I want to do. So probably not tonight, but I do want to go hiking this weekend. But I was starting to look at hotels and Airbnbs and national parks I want to go to this summer, and I'm getting very excited. I do not see myself going back to the chiropractor. My actual time with the chiropractor was like 6 minutes, and I probably should have just gone and gotten a massage to try and loosen up whatever muscles are holding it in a tight place. But instead, I angered my neck because I went to a chiropractor. So that's interesting. At least now I know that that is not the way I want to try and solve this. It kind of felt scammy, and so I will not be going back. But I did get to go to the library for like 45 minutes and work on draft 7. So was working on some chapters, was working on taking out some words, and so I feel good having started working on draft 7 before the sun goes down. I think it's like 4:45 or 5 or something like that. And it's a nice day. And so as long as I don't get a headache from the chiropractor, I might try to go hiking. I can keep it like short and sweet because yesterday walking was hurting my head with my neck issues. So as long as it doesn't bother me, it's not bothering me like a ton today. It's bothering me a little bit more now after the chiropractor. But as long as it doesn't get back to how much it was bothering me yesterday, I do think that I could go for like a short sunset hike, which would be just absolutely delightful. It is 4:52 right now, and the sun doesn't set for another 3 hours. So I do have some time to eat eat dinner, do a little bit more work, whether that's draft 7 or Fiverr or something else. Today's been a very good day. I see it just continuing to be a really good day, other than the chiropractor. Well, I had to take Advil, but at least I'm going hiking. My headache is definitely coming back, but I just parked at the trailhead and I'm just gonna try and go nice and easy. I'm here with plenty of time. The sun sets in 56 minutes, so I have time. Everything's gonna be okay. I can take this nice and leisurely and just enjoy my time outside. Short and sweet, it was like 45 minutes and now I'm back in my car and heading home. Happy Thursday. It is currently like 58 degrees out. It's 11:11, but it's supposed to get up to like 70 degrees today. And I was thinking that maybe I would just go out by the pool, hang out for a little bit, get some color. But after my hike last night, I am kind of like, maybe I go hiking today. I'm also planning on going hiking tomorrow because it's supposed to get up to 77 degrees, which is just insane. And then I have plans to go hiking on Saturday when it's supposed to get up to 75. So I don't have a ton of freelancing work I have to do today, which is like, you know, the thing that I have to stay up to date on, other than my personal deadlines for DE. But if I can get started on DE while I'm having breakfast here in a few minutes, then maybe I could go hiking this afternoon. That could be really fun. I'll make breakfast. I'll start working on the ending of draft 7 again, which, by the way, I know I didn't talk to you guys again last night. Kind of got back from my hike and then just like didn't do a whole lot and then I went to bed. So I do want to get some good work in draft 7 done today, but nobody said I can't work on draft 7 and go hiking. So we'll see. As I was making breakfast, I started looking at hikes and I have 2 in mind for today, but it will depend on how far I want to go because one of them is 5.5 miles and still covered in snow and the other one is 8 miles and I can't find any recent trail data on it. So I don't know what the snow conditions are. There's one near the 8-mile hike that is shorter that I could do that's like 3 miles, but I like the idea of being outside for several hours today, so I'm gonna let that percolate as I get started on draft 7 for today. I just realized that I'm working on a chapter that I changed in draft 6 and I'm about to reread the ending of this chapter, which is where I started making a character much more dislikable, and so I want to like get my reaction as I'm rereading this, which I might have already spoiled it for myself because I did jump to the end, but we'll see. And what I'm actually doing is highlighting a portion that doesn't make sense that I will come back to in like 2 seconds when I get to the end of the page. Okay. Didn't love that as much as I thought I did in draft 6. I still think it's good. I think it needs a little bit more information, like a couple more sentences towards the end to like make it more impactful. Because I think as it stands right now, it just happens too fast. So I'm gonna make that change. It's now 1:08 in the afternoon and I have put in an hour into draft 7 so far, feeling very good about that strong start. And I know that I still have some freelancing stuff to do, but it's too nice outside. I don't think I can put it off any longer. The freelancing stuff I can do later today and is not due for several more days, so I'm not in like a big time crunch for it at all, which means that I can go hiking, which I'm really excited about. I don't know which hike I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna think about it more when I'm getting ready and probably won't decide until I like get to my car. So I did not take into account the elevation change, so it's 60 degrees up here, not 70, but it looks like the 8-mile hike still has a lot of snow on it, so not today, but I do have it saved in my hikes that I want to do when it's actually summertime and there's no snow anymore, because it is the middle of April. Like it's April 11th, I think. I can't look at my watch right now, so I should not be surprised that there's still snow, but the fact that it's like sunny and warm just makes me want to like just be hiking. But the shorter hike, the like 3.5 to 4 mile one that I was looking at and that I have done most of before, doesn't look like there's any snow on it, so I don't need to bring my spikes, which is good because it makes me feel like I'm wearing a cowbell when I'm hiking and they're like clicking strung together, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. I know it's kind of random, but I was having a thought on my way up here because I just got another comment about draft 7 on the video that I posted this morning about like, why are you on draft 7? And even though I've already explained it, and if you want to check out that explanation, it's in this video. Working through draft 7 is the first time that I've consistently thought to myself that this is good writing and it's something that I'd be willing to put out into the world, whereas the previous drafts, there have always been like something wrong with it or it hasn't felt ready, but draft 7 is feeling so much more ready to be published. So I'm getting really excited about draft 7. I have been really excited about draft 7, but it's feeling really good, and so I'm just gonna keep leaning into that. Just wanted to mention that. Now let's go hiking. I hope you guys can hear me, but as much as I'm ready for hiking weather and for all the snow to melt, I want to write the rough draft of my veil project when there's still snow on the ground, because as soon as all this melts, I'm going to lose the motivation to do that, because that story takes place like in snowy mountains, which is also just motivation for me to finish writing draft 7 of DE faster, or editing draft 7 of DE faster, because then I can get started on drafting the veil project with views like this. Well, I got to the part of the trail that I don't like, which is a lot of this stuff. I'm at 1.4 miles. I might go a little bit further, but as soon as I hit 1.5 miles, I will give myself permission to turn around if I want to. I'm at 1.55 miles. I'm gonna turn around. I am close-ish to the split off that would take me up to the top of this, but I've tried to do this hike so many times and I never have gotten all the way up there. There's something about this one that just gives me anxiety. Even though I want to love it, I just don't. I did hit 3 miles and I'm happy with that. I really want to love it. There's something that I just don't like. But I had a great time being outside. It's now 4 p.m. so I could just reapply sunscreen and go lay out by the pool. Well, now that I'm home and showered, I don't want to go back outside, so I'm making lunch even though it's like 5 o'clock now, but look at the mountains, they look so pretty. Very happy for that to be my view, and very happy to be inside now that I've gone hiking and I can enjoy the sunlight through the window, but I feel like I've had enough outside time for today, and I do kind of just like want to get back to work. I feel really good about it, and that's why I'm kind of like, I've had enough, I'm good. I also know that it's going to be really sunny over the next couple days too, so I will have plenty more time outside. So I said that, but now that it's like 7:30 and the sun is setting, I want to take my computer outside for a few minutes and get some work done. I just got a little nerdy and I made myself a spreadsheet tracking my hiking mileage for the year, and then I just uploaded all of my hikes, which is not that many. It's been 8 days so far for 2024, which, considering that today is April 11th, is actually pretty good. And I'm a little over 30 miles so far for the year. I was starting to think like, ooh, do I want to set like a mileage goal for my hiking this summer, slash like this year, and I don't know if I'm going to yet, but I like this method of tracking. I made myself like a little spreadsheet, and I switched over to working on a fun thing like building myself a little spreadsheet, because when I was outside, I actually wrapped up most of the freelancing that I need to do tonight. I can always do more, and so I probably will a little bit later, but now it's 9:36. I'm just enjoying sitting on my couch watching YouTube videos right now, and so I think I'm going to keep doing that, but while I'm doing that, I'm also going to work on editing a YouTube video, whether that's next Thursday's video or Monday's video, which is going to be a masterclass, which for you guys will have already gone up. Also, I don't want to give the chiropractor credit because my neck this morning kind of felt the same as my neck yesterday morning, but after my hike, I can like move my head. That's crazy. I know, big steps in the right direction today. I also had chocolate chip cookies when I came in from working outside, and it's kind of early for me to have chocolate chip cookies, but it was very lovely. Well, I was working on editing this video, actually, this vlog, and we're already at 30 minutes, and I really want to finish rereading the ending in this video, which means now is as good a time as any for me to sit back down and start working on draft 7 again, specifically rereading the ending. This process is really slow going, but I did half an hour and I'm starting to feel like I've been sitting here for half an hour. So I'm gonna get up. My ambient mixer is still playing in the background. It's not actual thunder, but I'm gonna get up and do a little productive break. I have some dishes that could be done. I might listen to a playlist or watch a YouTube video while that's happening. And then we're gonna sit back down and do some more writing. It is currently 11:15 p.m. I'm feeling good. I think I could hopefully easily do a couple more writing sprints, or in this case, editing sprints. It's now midnight. I just finished up. You cannot see my eyes. I will take those off. I do love my blue light glasses. I think they're amazing for when I'm working, especially like later at night, so that I can still sleep well. I can link the ones that I bought on Amazon down in the description box below if you guys are interested. So it is now midnight. I just finished up another 30-minute writing sprint. And as I'm editing, I'm making notes about what's in each chapter because in addition to needing my eyes on the ending again so that I can work on editing, I was doing a lot of rewriting in draft 6 where the endings were changing. And so now the chapter order doesn't make sense. Like I didn't put them back in the right order, which I was not expecting to because I needed to do something like reread it and then figure it out. So as I've been editing, I've been like making little notes about what each chapter's about, and it's a good thing that I am because some of these chapters are very much in the wrong order. But basically taking the time to do this step will then make my final read through a lot simpler. And when I say final read through, I mean it will be my final read through, but that read through is not just a read through. I'm also going to be like trying to take out almost like 15,000 words, which also I did just break 125,000 words. So we are now at 124,825 words in the document, which means that the word count is slowly but surely coming down. And I have been taking out words of these chapters I've been working on, but I've also been adding some back in just to round out the prose a little bit. But I'm feeling really good with the writing sprints and the productive breaks, even though I've technically done like 1.5 rounds of that so far. But I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do another like 15 minutes of productive breaks, and then we're gonna come back and keep going. So I thought I was trying really hard to get to page 400 tonight, but now it's 12:46 and I'm on page 392. If I can get to page 394, that would mean that I did 20 pages today, which might not sound like a lot to me right now. It does not sound like that many because at this pace of doing 20 pages a day, it would take me 22 days to reread the whole book. And I know that I'm editing, but I am really gonna have to figure out my strategy for the reread because this is like really good information to know that like this is how long it takes me, or is taking me at least right now, which is probably pretty true for the rest of it, although it might not be because that has been edited more. And what's taking a while right now are newer chapters that I rewrote in draft 6. So maybe it's not gonna be this bad when I go in for the full reread, but I do need to cut out like 15 to 25,000 words. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna do one more productive break and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna hit 20 pages for the day and then we're gonna call it. It is now 1:13 in the morning, and I think I just got to a really good stopping point for tonight, which did happen to be at the end of page 394 of 442 now, because I did delete a good little chunk in there, which means that if I spend this much time on it over the next couple days, I could finish it in like 2 to 3 more days. So I was able to do those. Wow, I literally can't do math. My notes, I thought they said 374, where my editing session today started, and it actually says that I started on page 376. And I honestly probably said that earlier too, and just didn't realize that it was a 6 and not a 4, because I was really hopeful. Okay, so I did just under 20 pages. What is that, like 18 pages? In 2 hours and 35 minutes, which is a long time. But I am at a really good stopping point, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the evening, especially because it's after 1. But across those 18 pages, I was able to cut out just about 1,000 words. It looks like it was 1,011 words, which is fine. I'll take what I can get. I'm gonna add this to my word tracking spreadsheet, again, the spreadsheets, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I did not end up doing any draft 7 work today on Friday, April 12th, primarily because I had a fiber order I needed to finish and return, and I just got that sent back, and now it's 12:30 in the morning. But I also was able to go on a really lovely hike today. And by really lovely, I do mean that when I came home and showered, I was rinsing gnats and mosquitoes off of me. So it was a great time, just like way buggier than we were expecting. But I will not be getting around to draft 7 tonight because I am tired after being in the sun, because I also went out and laid by the pool, and then I went for a 5-mile hike. So I'm very sleepy. I will be completely useless if I try to work on draft 7 right now, so I'm gonna choose to just go to bed. All right, did not talk to you guys yesterday, which was Saturday, and I ended up editing about 8 pages yesterday in roughly 30 minutes, but I also spent about an hour working on pulling lines for that video I was talking about a couple days ago, which now that today is Sunday, I may or may not try to film today, or I might just get prepared to film that later this week. Now actually saying that, I might not do that today. It is currently 10:30, and my editing yesterday brought me up to page 401 out of now 441 pages, and I'm kind of wondering if I just prioritize working on draft 7 today, if I can finish rereading the ending, which is about 40 pages and would be a lot, but I want to give myself the best chance at doing that, so we're going to start with editing this morning. It's now 11:30. I did 7 pages, which now brings me to page 409 of 441 as the book currently stands, but as I'm going through, I am taking out words, so I do kind of assume that that total page count will come down into like the 430s by the time I get there. Off to a strong start for the day. Now it's time for breakfast. Well, I'm really glad I got started earlier, because now it's 12:30 in the morning. Today was a very productive day, just very productive in ways that I was not necessarily expecting it to be. So I have not done any more draft 7 work since when I talked to you guys earlier today, but I finished editing and just finished uploading that masterclass review video that's going up tomorrow morning, which those always take me like a very long time to edit and film. But I got that done, which felt really good. I got some other work stuff done. Like, I was able to accomplish like a very long varietal list of things today. I also finished my taxes, got those, in the outgoing mailbox so that they can be picked up tomorrow, because tomorrow is April 15th. Things like that, where it's like, okay, it's a Sunday. It's a little bit of like an admin day, a little bit of me just like being an adult day. But unfortunately, the downside to that is that I was not able to finish the rereading of the ending of draft 7 this evening, or today, I guess. I think I have like 32 or 33 more pages. If I'm able to prioritize that tomorrow, I think I could finish it then. I thought about trying to sit down for a few minutes tonight, but it's already 12:30. I kind of just want to shower and go to bed. So I think I'm going to do that in an attempt to set myself up for success tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday, so I will have my writing group, so there should be lots of good writing time. Good morning. Happy Monday. It is a gray, dreary day outside. It's kind of starting to rain a little bit, which honestly just makes me really excited to be inside and writing. Woke up at like 9 today. I'm not really sure why, but I have posted and promoted my new YouTube video, which is my masterclass video that went up. If you're watching this on the day that it came out or this week, my last one, Walter Mosley's masterclass. I still have that like playing on my computer right now because I tend to watch through my videos and like them as soon as they come out or as soon as I wake up, because I normally, have them scheduled before I wake up. So I still have that playing right now, but I don't have a ton of freelancing that I have to do today. I do need to start something, and then I probably have about 30 minutes of another project. So it's very, very light today, which is going to be great because I want to finish rereading the ending for draft 7 so that I can go back to fixing some of like the smaller changes. As I've been rereading the ending, I'm noticing a lot more like capitalization inconsistencies and like yellow highlighted portions that I need to go back over and make sure that I like the phrasing on or reword or whatever. But because I don't have anything other than my writing group scheduled tonight, which is writing related, I should be able to get a good amount of work on draft 7 in today, and I might even be able to go work out. So off to a strong start already. It is now 10:30. Honestly, I should probably sit down now and get started, because I know that getting started in the morning often sets me up for a really productive writing day. And so yeah, that's how we're gonna start my day. So now it's Tuesday, but yesterday on Monday, I did get to page 423 now of 440 pages, and I got to just under 124,000 words. So I'm currently sitting at 123,989 words, which means that slowly but surely that word count is coming down. And now it's Tuesday, and I do think that I can finish rereading the ending today. And I know I've been saying that for several days now, but I do think that 17 pages is very doable. It is currently 5:30. I'm sitting down to do some freelancing, but I think I can finish this part of the process today. It's currently 11:10. I'm feeling very committed to finishing this part of draft 7 tonight, but I have not yet worked on it today. I do currently have enough energy to finish this tonight, I hope, but I did just make pancakes because, you know, a little boost of sugar never hurt anybody, and I'm hoping that this will help me cross this like mini finish line. It's 12:04. I'm already fading. I'm on page 427 now, still out of 440, meaning that I have like 13 pages left. I do still think I can do this. I just need to stop checking Instagram. It is now 12:30 and I'm on page 430 of now 439. Meaning that that's like 9 or 10 pages left and then I'm done with this step. It is now 12:41 and I just started page 435 of 439, meaning that I'm getting really freaking close. It's 12:56. I almost poked myself in the eye, but you know what that means? We're just gonna lay back down apparently. I just got to the end. I finished this part of the process. I officially finished rereading the ending because I had not looked at the ending in drafts 4 or 5. And so when I did some rewriting in draft 6, I wanted to go back through in this draft 7, to make sure that I was going over the ending again, to make sure that it had my eyes on it as much as the earlier parts of the book did. And as I was going, I was making notes on what the chapters included because some of them do need to be moved around. But I will be including that in the next video because this one has run on far too long already. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so happy to be done with this part of the process. At least this part. I still want to go through and reread the whole thing, so I will get to read this again. But now the next step is to just reorder my chapters. Thank you guys so much for watching until the bitter end. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.